Hi, my name is Tom, and today I'm going to be walking you through step by step on how to replace the battery on my 2017 Chevy Malibu. Most vehicles are very similar to this. There are slight variations, but for the most part they're all pretty straightforward, just like this. Quick backstory on myself. I am a 15-year ASE certified mechanic. I have done many jobs, from engine overhauls, full engine replacements, transmission replacements, suspension, and many jobs in between, all the way down to simple light bulb replacements. My goal here today is to help you and possibly save you a lot of money so that you can do this job and not rely on a mechanic to do it, which can cost upwards of $100 an hour. So with that being said, let's get started. These are the tools that we'll be using today. These are in no particular order. Nitrile gloves, safety glasses, battery cleaner, terminal spreaders, 2 different sizes, terminal removers, a ratchet, flat screwdriver, an extension, an oversized socket, 13mm socket, 10mm socket, a wobble 10mm socket, an impact gun, rubber mallet, multimeter, flashlight, post cleaner, and if we need it, a scanner. First thing you want to do is go ahead and set your parking brake and then place your key fob inside. There's a reason for that. It's mainly so the computer can go to sleep. Once you open the hood, go ahead and locate your negative terminal on your battery. It's usually with a cover. Remove that and go ahead and remove your negative terminal to the side so it can't accidentally reconnect. Go ahead and remove the plastic that's covering the positive terminal and set it aside, and remove the positive terminal. Loosen this bolt here, twist, and lift off. Once you have that off, it's time to go ahead and remove this bracket. There are 4 10mm bolts that are holding it in place. Go ahead and remove those. Once you've done that, go ahead and remove this plastic cover, lift up. It can be stuck on something, just go ahead and pull it out, set it aside. Next, take your 13mm and extension and remove this hold down here. Now you're ready, just lift the battery out and get your new battery. Once you set your new battery in place, reverse your steps, start with that hold down that goes on the side. Once that's in place, go ahead and put your plastic cover back on. Alright, your next step is go ahead and actually connect the positive terminal. If you need to use the spreaders, go ahead and use it now. I don't need to in this case, but just push that in place. And if you need that oversized socket to push that terminal down, go right ahead. Next, we just tighten that up. Next step, we're going to go ahead and locate our plastic cover that goes over the positive post. Go ahead and snap that back on and move to the next step. Next thing we're going to do is go ahead and put this hold down bracket back into place. You will have to guide it back onto this bolt and then use the bolts that you removed to put it back in place. Once that's in place, go ahead and tighten them down. Next thing you're going to do is go ahead and take your negative terminal, pull it back over here, push it down firmly into place. If you need that oversized socket to push this down, go right ahead, or if you need to use the spreaders. As you can see, I don't need to, I just need to tighten this down. Once that's done, you go ahead and locate your plastic that covers the negative terminal, rock it into place, and make sure it snaps. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and go inside, get your key fob, and start the vehicle. After that, we're going to take the multimeter and we're going to connect the ground anywhere on the chassis and on this post right here in order to see what our voltage is and make sure the vehicle is charging. Some of your vehicles have a voltage meter built in the heads-up display. You notice mine is sitting and it says 15 volts. It's because that battery did sense that the voltage was about 12.5, so it is charging at its max. Different vehicles require different voltage to charge their batteries. Ford may be different from Chevrolet, Toyota, Honda, so on and so forth. Chevrolet, it's not uncommon to see up to 15 volts while charging. And we're gonna check that with the multimeter right now. All right, and the next step we're gonna do is go ahead and connect this negative to anywhere there's a chassis ground and the positive here. And we can see here we've got 14.6 volts, so we're charging properly. And that's about it. The last thing you really need to do is release your parking brake, close the hood, and reset your radio stations and clock in the vehicle. I wanted to elaborate on one or 2 points there, that some vehicles do need the battery life reset in the computer. With that, you would have to use the scanner that I mentioned. Mine is not one of those, so I did not have to do that. Ford is one of them that does that, I know for sure. Also, some vehicles may set a check engine light because of the drastic change in voltage to the computer. So if your battery was completely dead, for instance, when you connect that new battery in, the voltage will spike and it can actually set a check engine light. That's where the scanner comes in again. You go ahead and clear that check engine light. If codes return, have someone who is qualified take a good look at those codes to see what is going on. Usually it's something that you may have unplugged in order to access the battery and you just forgot to connect it. I hope that this video was informative and can give you the confidence to tackle some of these jobs yourself. If anyone has any comments or questions, please feel free to ask down in the comment section below. And if you have any recommendations for other videos, if you liked this, just let me know and I'll see what I can do about getting more content to you guys. Thank you for listening and have a great day.